Hello, Gemini, to a timeless love variant reading of yours where we discuss however love may be absent or present in your life. Or you may just be here because you caught a vibe, seeing whether or not anything within a storytelling time is yours. Please bear in mind some details while we get ready for your reading that I am Master 7th, aka 7th, that reads these energies for you. Should you want to know who she is, what she's all about, her deeds are found in the description box below. A little clarity is that I am a master healer that provides remote wellness and tarot intuitive insights. There are the various links within the description box to help you navigate this channel and gain access to my sister channel. For this reading may provide you universal justice if you're here in Gemini being in your sun rising and or Jupiter position with me as the reader. Should it be anywhere else that you're aware of, you may be in search of emotional redemption, where I suggest checking out my sister channel. Both channels have timeless content for your viewing pleasures. Alright? Bear in mind, this is not a one-to-one reading. However, this is, like I said, general collective storytelling time. Use your discernment to take that of which belongs to you. Leave the rest behind. Alright, Gemini, let's get into your reading. Okay, first to begin with sadness, and then lots of anger. I feel like you're angry with a particular person rather than the anger being directed from you or coming from you. I think they're specifically about a person where you're like, this person is not thinking anymore, this person is not advocating for themselves, this person is stuck, and I need to learn how to let that shit fucking go. And these are the growing pains of emotions in order to get to that stage, I think. Yeah, Four Swords. You're stressed, but you're at the same time, the stress that I see as stress is not necessarily your stress. It's old news coming back as new news, and you can realize this new news as old news, and that's how you realize you've healed in the narrative. But that's where the pattern keeps itching at you, and you're like, I think I need to push this whole out. Big on. Compartmentalize. You there, me here. I go this way, you go that way. Anywhere but my direction. I feel like those are growing pains to that acknowledgement. This may have to do with divorce. This may have to do with family, blending of different cultures. You know, maybe you were divorced, other person divorced, both have families. Blending your family now together is like drama from each of your exes' past, or each of the contenders' exes of the past are bringing some of that chaos and storm into you two wanting to blend together. Then it's a bit of an anger with the universe. I see that though, because damn, either be brutal as fuck. You can chat away in this dimension and be like, I think I got it. And then the universe go, pow, pow, wrong. And you're like, alright, well, how am I supposed to defend myself? And the key here, I think, is authenticity. Authenticity is the key. Nothing is perfect. And nothing is written in stone. Anyone who tells you anything is written in stone is a liar. Some of you are angry with tarot. It's funny. I like it. Because I get it. I get it. I've been in more or less in the same emotion, if not similar. So I'm like, yeah, I get it. But you can't take me away from this game. Like, the willingness to play, the understanding the authenticity of tarot, and knowing that it's supposed to be the same authenticity coming from me. And that's where it's controversial at any time, because authenticity, ladies and gentlemen, that's rebellious as fuck. It's rebellious, 7-Eleven. It's rebellious as fuck to be authentic. To being authentic is, whew. I mean, God forbid someone tells you be authentic, and then you look in the mirror and realize you're the only footprint of who it is that you are, and then they're like, be that? Yeah, some people are mad at that. Some people are mad at you choosing you. And you see most of that when you're angry in life and you want things, and then other people are just around you for the fact that you're like a little chihuahua barking at the fact that you were one of the miserable fucks like everybody else. And that's when they cheers you, high five you with a little $5 margarita and happy hour, and you're like, yay, validated from the misery, and they're like cheering you on because, they're just as miserable as you. And you don't see it as that. They shouldn't probably see it as that. It's all innocent until proven guilty. And then you realize you choose a version of your own ownership of life, and then you're like, oh, guilty. Guilty. I'm guilty. You guilty. We all guilty. God, yeah. The lover's energy. Queen of Wands is looking at the lover's energy like with a good big old birdie of a fuck you. I swear to God, this energy is like, listen, motherfuckers. Ether. I think instead of asking questions to Ether, I think it's time for you to listen out to the questions that Ether has of you. Give it a shot, Gemini. You'd be surprised how loud she is and how smart she is to making herself known in your consciousness, to be like, Mother, can you hear me? Mother, do you see me? Let's keep it humble and a little bit naive for a second. True mother's love is such a heavy hand that it's like some of us want to duck and dive from it, and not in the disciplinary sense when she's angry, but in the fact how cunningly real she is. Like, nobody is always so ready for the depthness of that shit, like, relax. Let's keep it in happy hour. Let's keep the counseling session for the 8 o'clock appointment on Tuesday, girl or boy, whomever you are, but don't bring it over here in happy hour. I think you're learning how to do that slowly and surely, methodically and safely, for the version of your own feminine and masculine energies that have been hurt as well growing up. All the feminine aspects of yourself that have been hurt, all the masculine aspects of yourself that have been hurt, and how you've showed up to life every day since then. Accrued knowledge, learned of some ill-fitting knowledge, and have to maybe replace some of this knowledge with some new form of acceptance or acknowledgement, whatever that may mean. And pressing the limits of yourself, because you realize there are no limits to who you are besides the emotions giving you limits to the perspective that are around you. But the moment you address these emotions, you realize, again, it's a limitless possibility, an endless amount of quantum magic available to all of us that we call either the wheel of fortune, the wheel of misfortune, or the wheel and hands of time. Some of you are getting crafty, all right? Whether that's intellectually, emotionally, tangibly, you're getting crafty. It's important for your fantasyism to kind of get some play and attention in real time, whether that's, in this calendar time of this recording, we're kind of close to Halloween. So whether that fits in a narrative when you listen to this reading, there is a costume change needing. There is like maybe a performance that you're putting on stage. There is a chance to be out there and represent yourself, and the aspect that you've taught the person, the aspect that's about to be on stage, how to be in a spotlight. And that's all you did that shit. You put all those thousands of hours in order to be in that spotlight, and now you're over here marketing yourself. You're being your own MC, you're being your own like DJ, you're being your own curator, freelancer, to get that energy that gets to be on a stage, which is you, the chance to tell his or her story. And yeah, that's what I feel is happening wherever you are in having that unfold. I do also see someone like telling their story, like in a book of like reading their book in front of a crowd, or being in that type of setting, wanting to be in discussion of publications of book form writing or publishing a book. I see you just really learning the next few years how to accept the last few years of your life. It's endearing, it truly is, because it's fragile, yet it's remarkably resilient, and you've put yourself in more or less harm's way time and time again, and was hard on yourself for being in that position when ultimately most of that wasn't. It's not like you were next in line to be put in that position. You put yourself in that position, more like a hero aspect. You knew that it needs to be done, so you're getting it done. And to see these rewards of yourself gain attention from your ego self is really important for the next few months, going in a couple of years maybe, because you really need to take the time out to be with everyday life, to accept it for how much work you've been putting in for the last few years. So this is like, sit back in your throne energy and anticipate energies coming up and showing up for themselves and serving you, which I like. I like it. All right, I'm being told to leave the messages where they are. I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space. And may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.